Welcome back to another review. Today we are going to talk about the axle back that I have put on the car. MBRP muffler delete axle back. I did space the tips out a little bit more. I wanted to be a little bit more showy with it because MBRP did sponsor this product and the channel, so I thought, hey, let's give them as much kudos as I can, as well as I also put some stickers on the car. Little MBRP love on the back window, as well as I've been wearing their hat pretty religiously, getting a lot of compliments on the hat as well. So, you know, gotta represent those who are more than willing to support you. So that's pretty exciting. So when I wanted a system, I didn't want any drone. I didn't want to have to hate myself when I got it out on the highway. I don't want to absolutely obliterate people's eardrums. I don't want to wake up the whole neighborhood, but I want to have a good throaty sound. So MBRP sent me this. It is their XP Race Series stainless steel. It is worth about $1,000 Canadian, which is about 40% cheaper than most of the other stuff, if not 50% cheaper than a lot of the other axle backs on the market. It gives you a really true deep tone. It gives you a hell of a lot of noise under full throttle, more crackles and pops, and it was super easy to install. I have actually struggled getting the exhaust note captured using the hitch because it's just so much noise under full throttle that I have to turn my mic sensitivity down to about 10% or it just blows it out completely, and I just keep getting pretty washed out footage that I really don't want. I don't want to share that with you guys. I've been planning these for a while, but I've never tried to film an exhaust this aggressive from within, you know, let's say 18 inches under full throttle acceleration. So this exhaust has no drone. When it drops into 4-cylinder mode on the highway, it is whisper quiet, and I mean whisper quiet. It is averaging about 3 times louder in my opinion. I do not have scientific proof on this, but as a driving rumble while you're in V8 mode, it is about 3 times louder. Under full acceleration, it's about 3 times louder. Those of you that drive these cars know that it is pretty quiet and tame when you're cruising on the highway. It's pretty wild, like acceptably wild, especially for factory when you're on it, but now multiply that by 3. It is quite substantial. This crackles and pops, some of them are crazy. I did drop Shelby off in town there, and I guess she got reamed out by some old guy walking through town, telling her to tell that guy to beep, 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 his race car, and beep, beep, beep. I mean, I'm doing 40 in a 50 zone, but because I'm in second gear, and I'm just kind of on and off the throttle a little bit around 2,300 RPMs, the snap, crackles, and pops are so substantial that people are accusing me of racing, which I'm not. I'm just being a little flirty with my throttle and enjoying it rather than just being drive all the time, which is pretty much how I've driven this car since I got it until I changed this exhaust. I was a little worried about noise with it being a muffler delete. I don't know anybody else that's done a muffler delete that I got to see in person, except for people who did a full cat delete, full motor work, everything, and it's just insanely loud. Well, this isn't that. This is just a better version of the factory system. Beautiful, right? It's got a really nice tone, not far off of factory. It's just a bit louder. As you can tell, most of the noise does come out of the outer pipe, even though it is straight through, and the pipe does grab it pretty early on. And one thing I will say, everybody comments when they get an exhaust, it did this, it did that, it did the other. So what I did when I put this system on, I compared the audio waveforms on my computer before and after. So before, the peaks were really close together on idle when the car was warmed up like it's running now. And afterwards, there was almost 2 to 3 times the amount of audible spatial gap on the waveform. So I'm trying to use the scientific technology we have to actually measure if it's giving me more of a lope sound or if I'm just feeling that way because I like it and it sounds a little different. So I have also taken a whole bunch of people for a ride before and after. Before the system done and after on the same roads, the same kind of weather, doing the same kind of driving, spirited, not overly aggressive, abiding by speed limits, because most of the time I'm not driving this like a race car. I just enjoy the drive of it. So, and everybody's commenting, it is substantially louder, and when you're on it, it is like hell is unleashed out of the back of this car, and when you're cruising, it is delightful. So it's a really, really good system. It's really, really good for the money. It looks good. The tips can go in if you want. They do not have to stick way out like I have them. I just kind of wanted that look, and I kind of wanted to, like I mentioned, just be that little bit more showy. That's the system underneath the car. It did used to come all the way back and pretty much fell right into the hitch there. But as you can tell, it is now completely empty. It does have the resonators, so the resonators are what stops the drone. And then the pipe goes straight from the crimp pipe that goes underneath the rear end, straight through to the tips. Really good. Factory system weighed 37 pounds. We weighed that, and then when we weighed this system here was 30. So you are going to save about 7 pounds as well. So you get the sound, you get a little bit of weight savings, you get the look. I mean, there's really nothing to go wrong with this. It does have T409 stainless steel underneath, the part that I showed you under the car, so it will get some surface rust. It can be cleaned off and somewhat polished, but not polished to mirror like finish. The factory tips had almost like a galvanized fridge look to them. Even when you polished them, they got clean and kind of shiny, but only so far. These have now been driven for a week under a ton of rain. Have not cleaned them, but they are T304 stainless steel, so they are surgical grade stainless steel. They can be polished back up to an absolute mirror finish again and again and again, which to me is the most important part of the whole system. It's the only part you actually see, and it is the part that you would show off at a car show. So it's just a great system. I've been really digging to find negatives. The negatives are, it took me 10 months to work out a deal with MBRP. It took me 1 week once they got a new like athlete sponsor person in charge of, you know, whoever handles all this. New guy got in. 1 week later, the system was on the car. They forgot stickers. I emailed him the next day. I had stickers, I had hats, I had everything. So I've been super, super happy. Like, as far as the company goes, their customer support's been really, really good. And I'm excited to see how this lasts. I'm excited to get it cold starting in the winter. I'm excited to finally get the hitch put on and sort out my microphone issues. I'm running like a $250 microphone that is powered. I've got all the settings set for all loud noises to bring them down, and it will give you a super ambient noise experience, but it's still blowing it out. So I'm trying to find that really happy medium where everything works great and everybody's happy. But for now, I'm not happy with it, so I just have to keep trial and erroring. This is not my job. I am not a professional sound guy or video guy. I just love doing this, so I'm trying to come up with some really cool ways to film. So that's it. Everybody's been pretty impressed. I've been pretty impressed. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I'm going to just attach a whole bunch of sound clips and racing and everything I do, because that is half the battle to doing this, is enjoying it and getting it out there, racing on the track, driving on the streets, enjoying it. Should mention fuel economy is the same, power feels the same, everything's the same, no check engine lights, remote start works as I just showed you, everything works. The car is just great. I installed it in 1 hour with the help of one person, and 1 hour start to finish, cut the pipes off. We weren't in that much of a hurry, was not in a garage, did not have the tools ready, like nothing was ideal, and we still did it in an hour. So you guys want to pick up a system, do it yourself, Saturday afternoon, Saturday morning before the heat gets too crazy, something you can do on your own and still have a good day. Go out, enjoy it. That's it for me, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Till next time, take care, drive safe, and behave as always.
Down through the top end of the quarter mile here at Toronto Women's Sport Park. Tower side gets there first 12.68, 120 to a 12.79 at a